What's up, guys? Jamie Bunn. Welcome to the Fish Bluewater channel, the best fishing channel on YouTube. We are in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and I know nothing about fishing up here, which is where this guy comes into my left. Captain Matt Brockman, Keeping It Salty Guide Services. What's up, Matt?
How we doing?
Tell these guys what's going down today. What are we doing?
So today we are headed out to the inlet. There is a lot of fish moving around out there. We are going to be using our Raymarine electronics to find out where those fish are holed up at, and then go drop some baits in their face, make a few drifts through, and try to capitalize.
So you're going to give me a little lesson on side scan today, right?
That's right. Side scan is my favorite feature to use while we're out here, and just takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So makes it easy to find them, and then once we get them there, next step is getting them to eat. So
Target species?
Target species is going to be redfish, snook, and tarpon today, and possibly some bycatch. There's a lot of sharks cruising around in this area as well. Big snappers that have been mixing in with some of those snooks and redfish, so we'll see what we can't get into.
Captain Matt Brockman, Keeping It Salty. Let's
That's right.
go. See if we can keep one on this time, guys. Some good head shakes out of it.
Heads up, bump us. I
Watch
got
that, watch that trolling motor. Little collision.
That's right.
Little C&L insurance.
What do you think it is, Jamie?
Looks like a nice, beautiful redfish. Target species.
That's right.
Let's go, Matt.
Oop, get under the boat. He ain't done yet. There we go. How about that? Hooked right in the corner of the mouth.
Let's go. Little redfish action out of Ponce Inlet. Captain Matt Brockman, Keeping It Salty.
Here we go.
Let's get a little pick for the vid.
Absolutely. Pretty work there, Jamie.
Yes, sir. This is one of several species we came for. Not a giant, but a nice one for sure. Caught on, what we catch this on a spot.
Yes, sir.
So we got an outgoing tide, sun's going down, Ponce Inlet. It's been a good little flurry of bites around us. We've had a couple of fish that we got plucked off on, myself included, but I got this baby. Beautiful fish. Finally to the boat. Knocked a little bit of the funk off. And let's get ready to let this fish go. All right. I love it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Fish Bluewater.
That's right.
Redfish. Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna. Captain Matt Brockman, Keeping It Salty. Let's go. All right, gang, so we are back at the dock here. What boat ramp is this anyways?
This is the New Smyrna North Causeway boat ramp.
Okay. So we started at dark 30 and pushed off here pretty early this morning, and it is dark now. Obviously, No time-lapse videos. We took a break in the middle of the day, and that was mainly because fishing the tides, right?
Yeah, tide was slacking out, and it was an incoming tide, and we were fishing that outgoing tide. As we saw later in the day, the bite picked up as soon as that tide really started moving out, and that was the primary thing we were chasing. We fished the outgoing tide all morning, and it was a bit slower, but once we got back out here this afternoon, and that tide really started moving, that bite turned around, and
yeah, it did.
We saw the fish
I know
get
you
active.
like any competitive person, myself included. Obviously, it was fun. I'm glad that Jazz got on the camera and showed some of the fish being caught around us, and I caught that one nice one. We had some other bites. So, is there anything like in terms of like information, you know, for the people watching the video, like what would you share about like what we were doing, the style of fishing, like what we got bites on, and what were some of the other guys getting bites on? Because I know we didn't have, you had a wide variety of baits, but not everything.
Yeah, so today it seemed that they were keyed in on a lot of the smaller stuff. So the guys that had the smaller mullets were getting a lot of the bites. And we had some of the bigger baits looking for bigger fish, but it was a school of fish that were mostly slot fish and just over slot fish.
Right.
So we were looking for the big ones with the big baits. We were swinging for the fences, and didn't have nearly as many of the small ones.
I literally remember seeing one of the boats next to me. It almost looked like the hook would have had to have been bigger than the actual finger mullet they were fishing. But obviously, hey, you know, if that's what you're getting bites on and you got the bait, don't fix it if it ain't broken, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Here's the best part. This is part one. We are back at it tomorrow, and we're changing it up.
That's right, we're gonna go do
I've got Encore Lite up here. We dragged it all the way up. Brand new Raymarine unit on that you're gonna get to play with. So what are we doing? How are we changing it up tomorrow?
So tomorrow we're gonna do the exact opposite of what we did today. Today we went out in the deeper water into the channels and looked for the big fish. And tomorrow we're gonna hit the backcountry, and we're gonna go look for some fish back in the backwaters.
Okay.
Going to be throwing mostly all artificial, whereas today we did all live bait. So we're going to flip the script and go do the exact opposite and go see if we can't get some fish on artificials.
I love it. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, as promised, here we are. Day 2, about 8 a.m., New Smyrna. I feel like I'm in Chuckaluski, guys, but believe it or not, this is the ICW of New Smyrna. And I'm telling you right now, do not skip out of this video because we are gonna show you some drone footage today of New Smyrna from a bird's eye view, nature, just amazing, amazing stuff. So make sure you stay tuned. But Cap, so what are we doing today? Where are we going? I know we're going artificial.
So today we are doing the exact opposite of what we did yesterday. Yesterday we joined in the masses down there at the inlet, and it was quite chaotic, as you saw. That boat next to us that was actually catching all those fish last night is Captain Jude Goddard. He's currently sitting in sea school today, getting his captain's license, and in just a few months he'll actually be running a boat for Keepin' It Salty.
Yeah, he's one of your proteges, right?
That's right. He is 17 years old, going on 30, and he is one heck of a great angler.
By the looks of the rods that were bending yesterday, you've trained him well.
He's learned a thing or two.
Maybe a little too well.
Yeah, he outfished us yesterday, that's for sure. He's good people. But as for today, we're going to be headed the exact opposite direction. We are headed way back into the backcountry, taking a trip into what I can only describe as true old Florida.
I love it.
It's one of the last touches of old Florida around here, being that half of this creek is actually a wildlife preserve.
Okay.
So what we're gonna be doing is throwing artificials, fishing all of the different structure in the creek and fishing the different current points, and trying to come up with a variety of fish, not just the big ones like we were looking for yesterday.
Let's get it. First bite of the day, first fish of the day.
Snookalicious.
We got a little B-Bay snook. Down the hatch went the little, I think this is a DOA shrimp. I don't really know for sure. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, the weapon of choice on this slot snook. Can't you tell? Let's go.
Pretty work, pretty work.
Here we go.
Looks like another snooklet. How about that?
Just let us drift here for a second.
On the DOA. DOA swim bait right there. Nice little creek snook.
A little juvenile snook.
Oh yeah. So one thing I like to do whenever we're running the side scan like this, I like to pick an object that I know is gonna show up on the screen. So the piling of a dock, a bridge, something like that. And then watch the screen as you pass it to see exactly where the scan is gonna be showing up. So you can mark and see that, okay, it shows up on the screen right as it passes the center console to know that it's picking up, you know, starting right at the center console. That way you're able to pinpoint exactly where things are showing up on the chart. Oh, that's a good one. Is that a bass?
That's a bass.
That's a bass.
Nice fish.
This bass is bigger than our snooks.
It's a big old largemouth.
Yeah, it is. It ain't ready yet.
I'd say he's over 6 pounds.
Ooh. You gonna grab that net, Chris?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's a good one there.
Do we have a toad?
We have a certified toad.
Nicey.
Check that out.
Ooh.
Snagged him right in the eye.
Nice fish.
Right above the eye.
He's every bit of 5 pounds probably, right?
At least.
Well done.
This is where Keeping It Salty knows how to mix it up a little bit.
Captain Matt. That's not salty though, Bo.
That's nice and fresh, huh?
Yeah, that's fresh.
That's a good one there.
Whew. Cap says you got double tap, throw it back over there under the palm frond.
Another snooter.
We got a snooky. We got a snooky.
How about
A little
that?
better.
They're slowly getting better.
Took down the old Berkeley Sebel. Kind of a little suspended bait, and it just twitches. You just twitch it and it back and forth in the water. Another little juvenile snook. Back in the water she goes. He goes, whatever he may be. Look at that, right on my thumb. Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Oh, we got another one.
We got a double on the Encore Lite.
Let's go.
Let's go. You.
All right, whose is bigger?
Definitely got to be yours because you got me. You got me that time.
How about it?
Here we go. Bites make bites.
That's right.
All right, guys, time to pull the plug. It's so beautiful here, Matt. I mean, we could fish all day, but I got over a 3 hour drive and I got some family waiting on me. So, brother, awesome.
That was a fun time.
Two days of, you know, our mantra here at the channel is action, adventure, education. I think we wove a little piece of everything into this trip with you. Appreciate the hospitality.
Absolutely.
Putting up with us for a couple of days, and what a variety pack, man. Let's just recap what, you know, take us through quickly, just, you know, the last 2 days of fishing.
Yeah, so we started out yesterday morning. We got out there first thing, and we hammered a lot of the deeper water spots, went out to the inlet and looked for the big ones. As you saw last night,
They were there.
Did get into them, and you know, some of those other boats really put a hurting on them. Captain Jude put on a clinic right next to us, and today we decided to do the exact opposite. And we came way back into the creeks here, and we actually made it all the way back till the water turned brackish. Found ourselves a largemouth bass mixed in with a bunch of
And you
happy-
said we probably would.
That's right. Called the shot, and we came back and made it happen. A lot of fun-sized snook. And,
Half a dozen, I think.
Yeah, good mixed bag. It was a fun time.
And it's so much fun on the light tackle stuff, you know. So I think, I mean, obviously I'm a live bait guy by, you know, that's kind of what I grew up on. So this has been fun for me, you know, in the last couple of years, just playing around with plastics and artificials and stuff I haven't done before. So thanks again for a great 2 days. As you guys could see, whether you want to do it, you know, inshore or offshore, big or small, fresh or salt. This guy's, even though it's keeping it salty, he's proven that you got a little freshness in your game.
That's right.
So we'll have all the information in the description below for you guys, but as far as anybody that wants to come and fish with you out of Ponce Inlet or New Smyrna, how do they find you?
So the best way to reach me, you can find me on social media at Keepin It Salty, or I have a website. It's keepinitsalty.com. Keep the letter N, itsalty.com.
Awesome, guys. Well, it's a wrap. I know these videos are popular on the little Encore Lite whaler. Special thanks. Got to give a shout out to Mike and Mike, Outboard Specialties. We were on a tight window. They got this Raymarine unit installed on the boat, along with some new Rockford Spalls Gate speakers that I think we're going to be rocking out on our ride home.
Oh yeah.
And until the next adventure, be safe, get out there and vote, and we'll see you for the next Fish Blue Water adventure.
That's right.